Okay, Inspector Lee. So, what do I do next?
Mr. Chong, we need to check if the money is clean.
How much?
$100,000.
Okay. When do you need me to do it by?
Tomorrow?
Okay. I will get my money back, right?
Yes, we will return the money to you if it is clean.
And the Singapore police will stop investigating me? Going out?
Yeah, I need to get eggs. You want anything from the supermarket?
No.
Okay.
Inspector Lee, sorry, my wife just came in.
It's okay. Like I was saying, once we check that your money is clean, you will get an official letter pronouncing you innocent of all criminal activities.
Good.
Did you tell anybody about the investigation?
No.
Remember, this is strictly confidential.
Yes, I know.
I'm the only person who can help you. Don't trust anybody. Otherwise, your wife could be arrested.
I understand.
Sharon, I need to show you something. The fraud surveillance system has detected some suspicious activities in a customer personal bank account. 2 large transactions just took place within 10 minutes of each other.
How large?
The first was a transfer of 100,000 about 12 minutes ago. The second one was for 98,000 just 3 minutes ago.
Did you locate the funds?
Yes, transfers were made to Euro Bank and NDEC Bank. Both are offshore banks.
Who is your customer?
Mr. Robert Chong Eng-si.
Was Mr. Chong contacted to verify these transactions?
Our staff tried, but there was no answer.
Okay. We will take over from here. Meanwhile, please put Mr. Chong's account on internal hold.
Done.
Has there been any changes to Mr. Chong's personal details or account settings?
Let me check. Yes, he changed his mobile number and email address just 2 days ago.
And funds transfer limit?
The fund transfer limit was increased just a few days ago.
Everyone, please do check if a Mr. Robert Chong Eng-si has an account at your bank and if there has been any suspicious activities happening. Chris, can you please get in touch with Eurobank and NDEC Bank for more information?
I'll let you know once they get back.
Thanks. Vaisura, I've sent you a case file.
Robert Chong Eng-si? Do you suspect his bank account has been compromised?
Yes. His phone number and email address were changed 2 days ago, and then large amounts of money were transferred to 2 offshore banks, NDEC Bank and Eurobank.
Okay, I'll screen Mr. Chong and let you know what turns up.
Thanks. Oh, and by Zora, please inform Citibank and Maybank staff who are supporting us from their office too.
Okay.
Sharon, so Mr. Chong has an account with us and we see that he has made some cash withdrawals today.
Where?
The ATM at Raffles Place.
Have there been any changes to Mr. Chong's account settings?
His ATM withdrawal limit was increased a few days ago.
Okay, please get me the CCTV footage from that ATM where he made those withdrawals.
Okay, I'll make a request to the relevant department.
Okay, thank you. Chris, any updates from the offshore banks?
Eurobank and NDEC Bank say they'll need to verify first before they can release any information.
Okay. In the meantime, please send me Mr. Chong's transaction history, as well as any other pertinent information.
Sure.
Thanks.
Sharon, I found Mr. Chong. He's a 68-year-old retiree who lives with his wife at a flat at Bedok Reservoir Street 54.
Did you try contacting him?
I tried calling him on his registered handphone number, but no one's picking up.
Then we have to go now. We must get to him before the scam syndicate drains all of his bank accounts. Let's go. Hi, I'm Senior Investigation Officer Sharon Chia from the Anti-Scam Command. Is Mr. Robert Chong Eng-si home?
Bert? Robert? Hey,
Go away.
why did you do that? That's the police.
They are the fake police officers.
How do you know?
I just know, okay?
Mr. Chong? Mrs. Chong, can we please talk to you? It's very important.
See, they're the police. I'm going to open the door.
Don't! They are fake police!
Why do you keep saying this?
You don't believe me? Okay.
Robert, what are you doing?
I'm calling 999 for the real police. Then you will know who is the real one, who is the fake one. Hello, police? There are fake police officers trying to enter my house.
I'm so sorry for this misunderstanding.
It's okay. No worries, Mrs. Chong.
Yes, better to be safe than sorry.
Call 999 for what? The poor uniformed police officer had to come all the way for nothing, wasting people's time.
But I thought they were fake police officers.
But the uniformed police officers already said they're not fake. Better apologize.
It's okay. No need for apologies.
Are you sure Inspector Lee is a scammer?
Mr. Chong, this is a typical government official impersonation scam. Inspector Lee is pretending to be a police officer.
Maybe Inspector Lee is from another department. You just don't know?
Mr. Chong, have you seen Inspector Lee in person?
No. But I'm sure he's not a scammer. Oh, he has a warrant card just like you. And he sent me a photo of it.
Hello, Mr. Chong. I'm Inspector Lee from the Singapore Police Force. I'm afraid your bank account has been used in a money laundering operation.
What? I didn't do it. I don't know anything about this.
Money laundering is a very serious offense. You can be arrested.
But I have nothing to do with it.
Mr. Chong, I can assist you to make a police report.
Oh, okay. Thank you, thank you.
But I need you to send me the front and back of your NRIC and bank account details. Just take photos of everything and send it to me.
I thought it's not safe to send photo of my IC to other people.
I am a Singapore police officer, Mr. Chong, so it is okay to send it to me. To prove that I'm really a police officer, I've sent you a photo of my warrant card.
Okay.
Mr. Chong, Inspector Lee is definitely a scammer.
No Singapore police officer will send a photo of their warrant card to anyone for any reason.
But Inspector Lee has been helping me with the money laundering case over the phone.
Mr. Chong, if there really had been a police investigation involving you, the officer in charge of your case would have asked you to come down to the station for a face-to-face interview.
And not speak to you over the phone.
Oh, there was an official letter with a police logo on it. And it came about 2 days later.
You got that letter by mail.
No, it was sent to me by courier. She looked very official. She was wearing sunglasses and a black suit with a white shirt.
Did she say anything to you?
No, she just gave me the letter and left.
Robert, why didn't you tell me anything?
Inspector Lee said it's strictly confidential. I couldn't tell anyone, not even my family.
You know, you are the one always telling me about other people falling for scams, and then you go and fall for a scam.
I thought I was protecting all of you. You know, Inspector Lee said the whole family could get arrested for money laundering.
Mrs. Chong, these scammers are very convincing. They isolate the victim, make them fear for themselves and their families, and then pressure them into taking action.
Mr. Chong, did the scammer continue to keep in touch with you?
Yes. He told me to call or text him 3 times a day, 9 a.m., 12 p.m., and 6 p.m.
And what would he say to you?
Well, he asked me how my day was and did I talk to anyone about the investigation.
Then what happened?
Then a few days ago, he called again. He said the investigation was getting very serious and he directed me to DPP10.
And money laundering carries a prison sentence. So it's important for you to cooperate with us.
Yes, I will cooperate.
Good. I'm directing you to my colleague, Deputy Public Prosecutor Tan. Please hold.
Hello, Mr. Chong. This is DPP Tan. For the investigation, we need to check that your money has not come from illegal sources or criminal activities.
What did the scammer ask you to do?
He gave me a HSBC bank account number and asked me to transfer $100,000 to it.
$100,000? How could you be so...
He said it was for financial inspection and verifications of funds.
Mr. Chong, how did you transfer the $100,000?
The scammer asked me to do a digital fund transfer. I didn't know how to do it. So I went to the ATM multiple times and transfer from my DBS account.
Mr. Chong, did the scammer ask you to do anything else?
No.
Unfortunately, there have been other transactions made without your knowledge. The scammer transferred $198,000 from your OCBC account to 2 overseas bank accounts.
How could this be possible?
Mr. Chong, you said you gave the scammer your bank account number. Did you also give him your PIN? What about any OTPs that you would have received on your phone?
Yes, the OTPs about 4 times. He said they needed it for some investigation.
So because you gave away your PIN and OTPs, the scammer could get into your bank account and make the transfers.
They also changed your phone number and email address. So you were not notified of the transfers and the bank staff also couldn't reach you.
So, all our money is gone? $298,000 gone just like that?
We have asked the bank to put a hold on any further transfers, but I'm afraid
That's our life savings.
Can you get our money back?
we cannot guarantee that your funds will be recovered, but we will do what we can to help. Zura, any updates on the courier who delivered that fake letter to Mr. Chong?
Based on the date and time that he gave us, I checked the poll cams around Mr. Chong's estate. But the courier went into a private housing estate shortly after that, so we lost her.
Well, fortunately, I have better news. Remember the 100K that Mr. Chong deposited into a HSBC account? That account belongs to this guy, Elliot Gunn. So his HSBC transaction history shows that 20 minutes after the 100K was deposited, he transferred the money to a Eurobank account. This one.
Isn't that the same Eurobank account that received the money transferred from Mr. Chong's OCBC account?
Yes. So I've screened Elliot. He has no priors and is currently unemployed. But check this out. There have been a number of other similar transactions. Large amounts of cash is first deposited, and then less than an hour later, they are either withdrawn via ATM or digitally transferred to that same Eurobank account.
Is there any way to prove that Elliot was the one making the withdrawals of fund transfers?
Yes. We have a bank CCTV footage of him doing exactly that. Here. I'm Senior Investigation Officer Sharon Chia from the Anti-Scam Command. Are you Elliot Gunn?
Yes.
Elliot Gunn, you are under arrest for offences related to money laundering. Cuff him.
I received a text one day from someone named Bruno. I was jobless, so I said yes. Later, Bruno offered me more jobs to make deposits and withdrawals.
How?
Sometimes through online bank transfers. Sometimes I withdraw and deposit money into other bank accounts.
These ATM cards don't belong to you. How did you get them?
Bruno texted me and told me to go to a specific toilet at Bukit Merah Park.
Who do these ATM cards belong to?
I don't know. I just followed Bruno's instructions. He paid me $50 for every transaction I did.
Were you aware that you were committing a crime?
Yes. But I needed the money, so I didn't ask any questions.
We recently arrested Elliot Gunn, who was recruited by a man named Bruno to become a money mule for a scam syndicate. Unfortunately, Bruno's phone number belonged to a foreign national who has since left the country. Bruno gave Elliot several ATM cards belonging to these three suspects. Preliminary investigations show that these suspects have sold their bank accounts or SingPass login details for purposes of money laundering. We have good news, everyone. We have arrested 4 suspects linked to Mr. Chong's case.
They will be charged with knowingly conspiring to let their bank accounts be used to launder proceeds of crime by scam syndicates.
I have better news. We managed to recover a portion of Mr. Chong's money.
That really is the best news.
Indeed. But our work here is not done yet. We have to continue to stay vigilant, to safeguard the vulnerable, and to protect them from scammers.
The Anti-Scam Command was operationalized in 2022 to combat scams. By integrating scam investigation, incident response, intervention, enforcement, and sense-making capabilities, the Anti-Scam Command is able to execute swifter actions to tackle scam cases. The Anti-Scam Command and the Monetary Authority of Singapore have worked with a number of banks to co-locate their staff within its premises to enhance real-time coordination with the police in its investigative efforts, tracing the flow of funds and freezing bank accounts suspected to be involved in the scammers' operations. A money mule is someone who, at someone else's direction, receives and moves money obtained from victims of crime. The police would like to remind the public that you may be held criminally liable if your payment accounts are used for criminal activities. Do not let anyone access, operate, or control your payment accounts. Finally, here's some advice on how you can safeguard your bank details from scammers.
Scammers are always changing their tactics to deceive people into revealing their online banking details, credit and debit card information, or to download malicious apps onto their devices. Here are 4 tips on how you can protect yourself. Do not provide your online banking details or card information to anyone. Your bank will never call and ask you to reveal your PIN or one-time password or ask you to transfer funds to personal accounts. Do not click on any links in emails or SMSs that claim to be from your bank. Banks will never send you emails or SMSs and ask you to click on URLs and QR codes to scan. Read the transaction notifications that your bank sends to you, and if any transaction was not made by you, call your bank immediately. Only download apps from official app stores. When installing apps, you must review the permissions that are requested to ensure they are necessary.
Have you heard of fake friend scams? No, it's not a friend who scams you. Rather, it is a scammer who pretends that he or she is a friend that you know in order to scam you of your money. In 2022, about $8.8 million was lost to such fake friend scams. Today, we're going into the secret headquarters of the Agents of S.C.A.M to learn just how these scammers work and how we can protect ourselves against them. Young scammers, welcome to Agents of S.C.A.M. Today, we are going to learn about the fake friend scam, how to do it, how to avoid pitfalls, and how to scam your victims of their money. Love the energy. Number 1, always call your victim via phone call or WhatsApp call. We can message them, but we usually call them with or without the +65 prefix.
But what do we say when they pick up? What name do we use?
Oh, silly girl. You never use a name. You always say, "Guess who I am?" Or, "You can't remember me?" And then the victim will say a name. The victim will always say the name of a friend.
When the victim asks us why we're using different numbers?
Of course they will. Then you must tell them because you lost your mobile phone and you have to change a contact number. Then you ask them to update the number in their contact list to the one that you're calling from.
So after that, we scam them off their money?
No. It's way too early and we don't want them to be suspicious. You wait a few days and then you call them again and tell them you're in need of some help, like you're unable to perform a banking transaction or you need a loan, and you get them to transfer you money. Now that's how you scam them of their money. What are you waiting for? Start now! Scammers are getting terribly devious these days. So what can you do to protect yourself? Act against scams. These 3 important but simple steps will allow you to act against fake friend scams and keep your real friends safe. Number 1, add the Scam Shield app. Scam Shield keeps a record of known scam numbers. So, if a scammer calls you pretending to be your friend, the app will automatically block it, protecting you from being a target of a fake friend scam. Number 2, check with your friend later. Don't delete your friend's original number. Message them later to see if they have really changed their number. Verify that this person is legitimate through other means such as physical meetups, video calls, or email. Finally, tell your other mutual friends and the authorities if you suspect you have fallen prey to a fake friend scam. Report any fraudulent transactions to your bank immediately and report the number to WhatsApp. If you need advice, you can also call the National Crime Prevention Council Anti-Scam Helpline or go to its website. And remember, we can act against scams.
We have come to the end of this episode of Crimewatch. I'm DSP Joshua Jesudasan, and until next time, do your part to prevent, deter, and detect crime.